coochie to my balls. Slut me out.
That's how the episode starts.
Oh, I gotta find the intro. Where's the intro?
This is it.
A Negroni.
I was going to say the same thing.
Magliato. With Prosecco in it.
Oh, stunning.
Yeah.
You choked on popcorn, yes, and then... Sorry.
I don't think Jesus turned water into Prosecco. I've always said that.
I can't do that.
I've always said that.
You cut it off.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Shh. Thank you. You're being very loud. Now shut the fuck up. My foot's tingly. I made it fall asleep.
Why? How did you do that?
The way I was sitting. Crisscross applesauce in this chair. Now it's super tingly.
The older I get, the less I can sit in certain positions without my legs going numb.
That's so real, honestly.
Yeah, honestly, like we had students out like shooting for uncontrolled action and they were like sitting on their knees, but like their feet were crossed and they were like, and I was like, I can't sit like that anymore.
I can't sit crisscross applesauce.
I go numb from like the waist down.
I actually, funny story. I also woke up this morning and my feet were in so much pain.
From like work?
I have no clue. And they were swollen. And I was like, that's weird because I have like the insoles in my boots to like prevent that.
That's weird.
So I wonder if I need to put my other pair of insoles in those boots because they may have worn down already. Yeah. But yeah.
Well, I'm back.
Oh, yeah. It's been 2 weeks. I thought I was going to have to rename the show to the Seth and Lucy show.
No, I'm back. Guys, okay. Why do I hear myself?
Maybe I should turn off echo cancellation.
Okay. I could hear myself.
See.
I've been gone.
This setting can't be changed while recording.
It's fine. It's fine. I'll just talk, I won't scream. I've been gone because I've had some family issues. I was on leave. Family came to visit. And then the next weekend I went to go visit family. So there was just a lot going on. So thank you, Lucy, for filling in.
Actually, funny story. Her episodes have gotten quite a few more views than our last few episodes have.
Why don't you like me, people?
The last episode you were in got 2 views on YouTube. And then her episode released immediately after that, the week after that, got 35 views. And then the most recent episode with her got 19 views. And that's just on the video alone.
I wonder if people are like, what happened? Like, are they not friends anymore?
Is there tea that we...
Is there tea? No. There's no tea. No
She's
tea.
just busy.
And then, like, we tried to work the schedule, but then it was like, the only time I was available, you weren't. Like,
what happened? There was the day that we were supposed to record, I had something come up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you were like, I can't anymore. And I'm like, this was my only day.
And what was it? What did I have?
Was it a work thing on like Saturday or something, right?
No, it was a Friday. And then you were like, I'm busy on Saturday and Sunday because you were going to visit family.
Oh, this past one. Yeah, something came up this past Friday.
I think I went to Spokane last minute.
Because I left Saturday morning.
And that was also the day that I found out that I am getting promoted.
Hey!
Which I've mentioned in the previous episodes, which you didn't watch. So
yeah, but I know because I seen it in the group chat.
Yeah, I told a lot of people. I was very excited.
Well, while we're on this subject, last night you mentioned it, and I was like, wait, I have things. But I
was like, what things? And you were like, I think I'm saving it for the pod.
So there's a pay increase for E1 to E4.
It's through E5.
That's not what I heard.
It was originally E1 through E4, but then
look this up.
Now it's E1 through it's E5s and below.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Because I've been seeing memes. People have been sending me
when they first announced it, it was E1 through E4.
Yeah, and then it was like, that's why it was like, oh, you're making E5 at like...
But then there was a point where like, if you were an E4 for long enough, you would be making more than an E5.
Yeah.
And
That's
so they
why
changed
I was saying, like, okay,
I get a $600 pay increase. $300 from my BAH going up, and then $300 from
holy shit.
from the raise.
So what's the pay increase for me?
But what rank are you?
I'm only 5. But you said the pay increase is going up.
It goes up like $300.
Hey.
Depending on how many years you've been in.
5?
So it'd be a little bit more than 300.
Where can I look that up? Google, show me the money. Okay, well that's good to know because I was going to be like, what an unfortunate time to promote.
I know, right?
That was good. That was my whole thing, but I didn't hear about the pay increase for that it changed to E5 and below. Okay, well that's good news for me. Yay! More money, more problems.
More money, more problems.
the name of the episode. Oh God, I'm in so much pain.
Again,
It hurts to laugh. Like, did we do pods where I was in pain?
You were like recovering. I think there was one where you were in pain.
Because this is like day 1 of pain. Like
This is hilarious because you texted me at 1 a.m. last night.
Yeah, it was 4 here.
And then I woke up at like 2, like just tossing and turning.
Yeah.
And I saw the text from you and I was like, why did she just text me, bruh, at 1 a.m.?
Okay, I feel like I need to tell everyone the story of what happened. So then if I'm complaining or acting weird or I'm like, oh, this whole podcast that people know why. Like I couldn't dance at the beginning. I was like, I can't nod my head. It hurts to laugh. It hurts to like do anything. And like I'm sitting here laughing, but I'm just in constant pain. Like I can just feel it. So if I'm acting weird, let me just explain what happened. Yeah, I think I explained the last one. Over Christmas time, slept on the couch at my mom's. Yeah, woke up just like, oh, neck pain. You know, everybody's had it, like a kink in your neck. You can't you can't turn your head. Mine was so bad, and it's the same thing now. I couldn't. It hurt to breathe. It hurt to just sit, lay down, like no position was comfortable, and it was weeks. I think after probably a month, 4 weeks, I finally started to get better. And then it just got, I got like the muscle relaxers, which didn't work. But after all of that, I like slowly recovered. It took like a month until I could just turn my head. And then I went to physical therapy, which we can talk about, like my 2 times at going there.
Only 2?
Yeah, they only give me an appointment a month. And honestly, like I was thinking about this yesterday. I was like, I'll tell you why I felt so good because of the appointment, but I was just like, I feel so good. I feel so loose up here for the first time in probably like 10 years. And I had plans today to like wake up. I was looking at like a hike or like a trail around here. Like I'm getting more active. I was like, I got to do laundry. I got to do this, do that. Like, okay. At 3 a.m. my time, Eastern time, I'm sleeping. And I was like, I don't want to say half awake, but I remember what I was doing that woke me up. So, like, everyone tosses and turns, and all I did was kind of like, like that. I'm laying on my back. I put my chin up a little bit, and I just go like, and like stretch. That's how much I moved. What I just showed you. The base of my neck right here on the back, I feel a pop. And the pain of that pop, it wasn't a good one, shoots down my spine and then over like my back. And I lay there, I'm like, oh! Like the worst pain. All I did was just like, ugh, like a little stretch. And I felt it pop. It woke me up. The pain was so bad. And I laid there and I was like, ow, that felt like what happened at Christmas. But at Christmas, I didn't feel a pop or anything. I woke up in pain. And so I'm laying there. I'm like, ow, ow, ow. And if you've ever popped something and it kind of hurts for a minute, you're like, oh. And then you're like, oh, that felt good. Never went away. It was just pain. And I'm like, oh my God, this feels like what happened at Christmas. But I'm not on the couch, like I'm in my bed.
You should definitely go to the doctor and tell them about that.
So it's 3 a.m. and I'm like, okay, let me just lay here for a minute, not move. Like maybe it's, and I'm in pain. Like it hurts to just lay. Right now it just hurts to sit. Like even resting my head, like it still just like hurts. And I looked up kind of like because I've gotten an x-ray. I don't even know if I've talked about all of that, but it's just like the pressure of your head pushing down on like the bones. Mm-hmm. So I couldn't sleep. I could not sleep because I was in so much pain. And I looked at the time, and at this time it was an hour, and it was 4. And I was like, oh, he should be awake. It's only like midnight or 1. It was like 12:30 or 1. Mm-hmm. And so I texted you, I was like, bruh. And I was about to be like, I just fucked up my neck. But you didn't respond. And then by the time you did, I had just fallen asleep. Because I fell asleep around like 5. Mm-hmm. I think you texted back like an hour later. But then I was just kind of in and out of sleep after that. But yeah, I cannot, like, if I want to show you how much I can turn my head without pain, like, this is, like, dead ass. Like, okay. It seems pretty far. Like, right there. Oh. That's as far as I can turn my head to the left. And if I do right, maybe a little further. Oh. and then it's the same for up and down. Like right there. That's so sad. And then down. Oh.
You barely even moved your head down. You just look down.
I can't look down. Like I drove to go get these beers, which is why I'm drinking beer. And my phone vibrated, and I was like, because I can't. Like I go like this. I'm like, because I can't look down. Or I'm like, where's the remote? Or I'm like this because I cannot look down. Mm-hmm. And it's like, it's not like I'm being a pussy. Like it's severe. It's severe pain that I can't. So muscle relaxers. I took medicine. I got my little like sauna that I have, tried to massage it out, stretched it out, took a hot shower. Anything everybody has told me to do, I've done. The pain has not changed. Not one single thing I've done. So I'm resorting to, and it has actually helped. Just ignore the pain.
Okay.
This is the only thing. I know it sounds really bad, like drinking alcohol. I've been like crying almost all day because I can't even like lift my arms like all the way up to like grab things, or like my walk didn't happen. I didn't do laundry. I didn't do the dishes. I am in so much pain. Even just sitting here hurts. Driving was hurting so bad, like turning the steering wheel, and I'm just like, is anyone coming? It's so bad. And so I'm like, you know what? It's Saturday. I just want to try to like relax. Mm-hmm. And so I'm just having, I mean, they're Michelob Ultras, but like, so if I just keep bringing it up or complaining or go, ow, it's because the pain is so bad. It's the only thing I can think about right now. And so on Monday, I'm going to call and try to get into physical therapy. I have it like April 28th, like my appointment's scheduled like way out. Mm-hmm. So I'm going to call and be like, I can't move. Like, I need you to get me in. I need something, or I'm just going to have to, like, go to the ER and get on morphine. Like, but let me tell you, sorry I'm yapping a lot. Let me tell you what
That's
they did.
That's the name of the pod. You can't apologize for that.
Yapaholics. Okay, let me tell you what they did at physical therapy. They did dry needling. Mm-hmm. Have you heard of that? Kind of like acupuncture. I was scared, but, like, Justin, who works in physical therapy, was like, that's what you need. Like, when this happened in December, he's like, you need dry needling. So I finally get it done in like March. She puts a needle like right here in my side, and it released tension in my neck. I don't know how that made sense, but she puts the needle in, and she's like digging it around, and I'm like, and like, it's because I have a lot of pain. Takes it out, relief. She does one in my back, like the right side, kind of like my right shoulder blade area. And then she did one at the base of my neck. She's like, it's going to feel like I'm going into your brain, but I promise I'm not going into your brain. It felt like a worm wiggling inside of my head. I could feel a worm like wiggling in my brain, like in my head. It's to this day the weirdest feeling. But that was maybe 2 weeks ago, a week ago maybe. I have never felt so good in my shoulders, my back, my neck. I was like, I was practicing my posture, doing the exercise she said. This whole week, I have honestly never felt better.
Mm-hmm. Until now.
And now I'm back at square one. Like,
I feel like you just need to go back to the doctor and explain what happened in the pop, and then maybe they'll be like, oh, well, there's something that caused it then.
Because I don't know. Because before it was like, oh, I slept wrong on the couch. And they're like, oh, you slept wrong. But this time, I do this, like, in my bed. Like, it wasn't a big stretch. Mm-hmm. Like, I swear I just was like, ugh. Like, my shoulder just popped. Ugh, like, when you wake up. Mm-hmm. And, like, my neck pops all day. Like, I'll pop my neck. Like, the physical therapist told me that's fine. It was just like, I felt it. Oh, my God. Like, I pop every part of my body. My back, my neck, in, like, 3 different ways. It was the center. The base, like, center of, like, where I've never, like, popped before. Yeah, I should probably tell them that. But, like...
This reminds me of a meme that I just saw.
Oh, my gosh. Please, anything to take
distract from the pain.
It's truly terrible. And, like, people are like, oh, I remember when I've kinked my neck before. I'm like, you don't understand. Mine is not happy to support me.
But look at it. Does it not look happy?
Mine is not happy. Mine is this way. I get it. The x-rays I get. So, did I tell you what my results from an x-ray were before I went to physical therapy?
I'm pretty sure you did, but I don't remember.
So, like, the top part, cervical spine, like the top part of where your neck is, it's supposed to curve, like you just showed. My muscles are so tense, it's pulling it straight. So that, like, causes pain. So, like, I don't have a curve in my neck. It's just, like, straight.
Oops.
So, like, that's what I've been working on, like, physical therapy, all the things, like, have been helping me. It's really straight now. There is no turning. There's no moving this neck. Like, it is straight. Oh, my God. I can't even sit on the couch. I can't even, like, lay flat. I can't even.
I'd be crying, too, then.
And, like, it's not that, like, the pain's bad, but I can, like, push through it. But, like, I'll do certain things, like, I'll reach for something, and I'm like, oh, you know, or, like, it's just, like, for a second. I was crying because I was so frustrated. I did all the things, like, heat, massage, stretch, medicine. I am, like, so bad, want to just move. And I am just, like, so frustrated. And it's, like, nothing I did. And so I was just, and I don't cry like that easily, but I was just like, I felt I'm literally like, I'm helpless. I cannot do anything. And it took me literally a month to get in the doctor last time to get anything done. And by that time I had like healed. And then I'm like going to physical therapy and she's just like, yeah, your back and your neck are tight. And now by the time I get in there again, like if I can go like this and be like, look, it popped and I cannot move. Maybe they'll. So now I'm like, is it just another 4 weeks of pain? So I was just
Probably.
like super frustrated. I'm holding my head up because it helps. It's like so stupid. Anyway, I just wanted to get that out of the way because I'm just going to be thinking about it the whole pod and be in pain. So if I like laugh at something, I'm like, that's why.
I just thought it was so weird that you had texted me at 1 a.m. And last night was a weird night for me because usually on Fridays I'll stay up late and play video games. But I was
like, he's not awake.
I had a long day yesterday and I was exhausted.
Yeah.
And so I passed out at like 9:30, 10.
Dang. What are you, me?
I was on the couch and I woke up at midnight and was like, bed.
Yeah, I texted because I was like, is this that whole thing? Because for weeks I was like suffering. Like I kept having to go to like the like patient first to like try to get meds to relieve this pain. Like I was trying to do anything. And so like I'm laying there in pain. I'm like, not again. Like I genuinely can't do this again. Justin was asleep and he had to be up early. So I was trying not to like call him, bug him. I think I texted my mom. She's a nurse, so she works through the night. So she was texting me, and then, or I don't think I had texted her yet. I didn't think to text her, and then I just texted you because I'm like, he'll be awake, and I can just be like, I'm fucked. But you didn't text back. I was like, damn,
I was asleep.
You're always awake. And then and then I texted my mom, and she responded, and I was like, I'm cooked, bro. And she's like, oh my god, this or that. But like the thing about the muscle relaxers, I don't want to take them during the day because if I just fucking pass out, that doesn't fix the problem. Like I can't.
At least you're getting sleep.
Yeah, but I can't, like, I was at 4 a.m. I guess I could have taken them, but I didn't want to be all, like, groggy all day. But I'm like, I can't take these and then drive and, like, go to work and, like, be at work all day. So, like, what, just suffer?
Yeah.
Like,
Basically.
so I'm like, these pills are stupid, but, like, any meds I take, yeah, that's when I really broke down, was, like, I did sauna, I did the massage, I did the stretch, I took meds, I took a hot shower, I'm like, I don't know what else. Everything people were telling me, I did every single one of them, like, to my fullest. And was just, like, breathing and, like, I might as well have done nothing. Felt exactly the same. And I just broke down. I was like, yeah. So, I don't want to talk about this the whole pod, but I just needed to get that out there. If I'm just like, because it hurts to laugh.
Just so everyone's aware.
Genuinely,
She's in the middle of dying right now.
it just, like, hurts to laugh. It hurts to, like, anything. And, like, I've been working out more. I think it's on here. Health journey update. I've been working out. I've been eating pretty good. I'm really proud of it. And then this, I just feel like, sets me back. And that's another reason I, like, because I was just at the gym last night. I did leg day. So nothing to do with even my upper body. Like, nothing to do with my neck. I did leg day, and my legs are sore. Like, I've been doing so good, and that's another reason I got upset, because I can't even barely reach for something. Look down and grab the remote. How am I going to work out? It hurts to walk. It hurts to walk. And then it's to the point where I almost, my mind is making me think that I'm sick, because it feels like body aches. So then I almost feel ill. I'm like, why am I just, like, sick to my stomach? Why do I feel ill? Like, I'm walking to my car. I'm like, ah. And I feel like I have body aches. So it's just terrible.
Maybe
like,
you've got both. Maybe you got sick and you have the neck problem.
I'd rather be sick. Give me diarrhea, vomit, give me a fever. Because that shit's gone in, like, okay, maybe a week.
Yeah.
This is just, like, pain for 4 weeks.
Well,
sucks. Okay. Well, that's my health update, too.
That's your health update, too? That was it?
Yeah, because I've been doing fucking awesome, and now it's going all downhill. Goodbye, health journey.
That's life.
Okay, you talk now. What are you watching?
What am I watching? Man, I've just been watching the same things, like the TV shows as they come out.
I see that. I see that, and I see it in the chat.
So, like, The Pit had a new episode come out, and every episode has just been banger after banger after banger. Yeah, so that I've been watching Daredevil. Obviously, you see that because me and Joey
And I don't know what you guys are talking
just
about.
talk about it in the group chat, and you just sit there quietly.
That's how I get my updates. I read it. I read through all of it. Like, I don't ignore it. I think I muted the chat because you guys, it was, like, constant. But, like, I still sit there in the chat, and, like, every time you guys text, I'm, like, reading it. I don't know what you're talking about.
And then there'll be days where, like, he'll be able to watch it, and I'll be, like, busy cooking, so I won't get to start it at the same time as him.
And you're like, no spoilers.
And
then
I'm like,
he just
stop
says something,
talking, don't say anything
he
because I'm
says something
cooking.
crazy that's, like, not happening in it. Because I know, I'm like, Joey's saying something, like, outrageous.
Yeah.
But yeah, you're like, not yet. I couldn't watch it. And I have no idea. I just keep up in the chat. I like that you guys talk the group chat. I have nothing to do with it. But I feel like we've always done that.
What I think is hilarious is that he'll send reels in the group chat on Instagram, knowing full well that you're not on Instagram anymore.
Oh my god!
And then occasionally he'll just send one directly to me, and I'll be like, "What's the difference here?"
Yeah.
Just different chats that come to me.
You're just clogging up my messages at this point.
But
I'm gonna get back on there and have like 800,000.
Probably
like, just reels from Joey.
So yeah, Daredevil. What else? Oh, I watched Hamilton the other night to go to bed.
I've never seen that.
You don't like musicals, and it is 1-2 hour long musical that
Jesus.
is no talking. It's all songs.
People love it though. Like,
it's so good.
well, I like it. I like The Greatest Showman.
You won't if you didn't like Wicked, you're not gonna like
I
Hamilton
hated Wicked.
because Hamilton is quite literally like if you listen to the soundtrack, you're just listening to the play.
Maybe I'll watch it on like mute and just like read it.
Dun 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 dun. How does the bastard... Here, I'll give you one song.
I don't even know what it's about. I already don't like
How
it.
does a bastard, orphan, son of a whore and a Scotsman, dropped in the middle of a forgotten spot in the Caribbean by
I'm shaking my head no. Hold on.
squalor.
Okay, I have to be enough.
No, this is shaking my
I
head
think it
no.
is copyright strike for that, but
Okay.
it's about Alexander Hamilton.
Oh, I knew that. Okay, but listen. You know, when I listen to songs,
You don't listen to the lyrics.
I don't listen to lyrics. So when I'm watching a movie, I'm like, what's going on? I'm not like the musicals. I'm like, I have to like really, I don't know what it is. I've heard like other people like don't listen to lyrics.
Which is just
Something
so odd
about
to
my
me.
brain just like won't. It just hears the like beats. But I think that's why I don't like them. Because I can't match it like with like what's happening. I don't
Just
know.
fix your brain.
I gotta fix my fucking neck first. But like my students were playing kickball for uncontrolled action, and I was on aux, so I was like connected to the Bluetooth. And I'm like,
no.
work appropriate songs, like whatever, just like just letting songs play. And like my coworker turns to me, she's like, "This is not appropriate." I'm like, "What's it saying?" I was like, "Why? What are the words?" It's like a common song. Like it wasn't. It would play songs like old throwbacks. Like it'd be something stupid like "Party in the USA" or like But it was like something like that. But not that one. And I was like, "Is it bad? Like what's it saying?" And I felt like now she probably thinks I'm crazy because I didn't explain it to her. But I was like, I don't hear like the words. Like I'm not listening. Like I don't know what songs are about. Like so that's when I tell people my favorite songs. They're like,
Are you okay?
I mean, you know this. And I'm like, yeah, I love this song. I work out to this song. And they're like, this is about suicide. And I'm like, it is? Like, it just sucks. I think that's why I don't like musicals. It's not like that I can't appreciate them. It's just like, my brain is like, no. Talkie only. But I like rap. Like, maybe if it like rapped more.
There is rap in Hamilton.
Okay, maybe I could do it.
I don't know. I don't think so. I don't think so.
Ow.
What else? What else have I been watching? Well, so I've been listening to the audiobook for the new Hunger Games movie, new Hunger Games book. I'm
Okay.
like 3/4 of the way through it. Mm-hmm. It's so good, by the way. Fantastic. Love
Really?
it. Cannot wait for the movie.
Is this the one that's the prequel, like the how it came about type of thing?
So there's been 2 prequels. There was The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes,
Oh, maybe
which
that's
was
what-
about President Snow.
Oh, that's what I'm thinking of.
And that one already had a movie come out.
Oh,
And then there's
okay,
a
that's...
new one that just came out. It's about Haymitch's games.
Oh, yeah.
And they're making a movie. They announced the movie and the book at the same time.
Okay, I did hear about that one. Yeah,
So-
I haven't kept up since like the OG ones.
See, I tried to read The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes, and I even have it sitting on my bookshelf over there, and I didn't get past like chapter 2. And I tried listening to it, and it didn't work either. But this one, like, it hooked me. It's good. It's really good so far. But it hasn't been enough. It hasn't been enough Hunger Games, so I've been watching the movies too.
You know, every once in a while, I'll sit down and I'll watch those. I'll watch Twilight. I'll watch like just something
No
I can
Twilight.
just boom, 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 or like a 50 Shades of Grey. I think there's like 3 of those. Like just whatever. There's like a few of. I want to rewatch Lord of the Rings.
And The Hobbit, and then the TV show.
I haven't. Maybe I should do The Hobbit. Let me rewatch Lord of the Rings.
You haven't seen The Hobbit?
No.
Fake fan.
This pen is from my old apartment in Florida. How did it make it here? Right here on my desk. Like, I don't remember moving it. It's just like,
You don't have to explain. We all know.
it's like really bad. Okay.
But yeah, that's what I've been watching. I don't think I've watched any new movies that are like I haven't seen before.
I don't think I've watched anything good. I mean, I have my list on there, but.
You watched Plankton the movie?
Did you see it on Netflix?
I've seen clips of it too on like TikTok or whatever.
It's pretty good. So I only watch it because my sister Bentley was here and she's 12.
Okay, the
So-
12 is too old for that.
For SpongeBob?
I mean, for the new
Okay,
SpongeBob movies.
No, I don't think so. I mean, I still watch like SpongeBob.
Yeah, but like you watch the original SpongeBob episodes, not the new ones that are trash.
No, that was pretty good actually. That movie. We had it on like while we were kind of doing stuff, but then every once in a while I would find her like in a trance, like watching it. It was actually pretty good. Like the storyline. I mean,
Maybe
that's why
I'll
it's trending on Netflix. I liked it. Like throw it on if you're like doing something. It's like one of those. Like don't just sit down and watch it.
I don't.
Like,
I can't do that. I can't put something on and do stuff. Like if something's on my TV, I'm there like.
Kind of me too. Of course, I watched another documentary called Con Mum. They were
Con Mum?
British.
Was it a Netflix one? I feel like I've heard of this one.
Yes, it's on the top like ones or whatever. It's another. I mean, I've watched so many like this. It's just like someone that cons people out of money.
Mm-hmm.
So like this mom came back into her son's life after like 40
I saw the
years.
trailer for this one.
It was kind of crazy. I'm like, so I'm not gonna say anything then, but like, you're just watching it. It's just sad. You're just like, but it's like an 80-year-old woman, but she's like manipulating and like gets money, and I'm like she'll say one thing and people are like, so I gave her 20 grand, and you're like, what? Huh? Like, what is wrong with you?
Where do you have
watch
20 grand just stored?
You should watch it. It's pretty crazy. It's like you feel so bad, but like. So the mom's out of her son's life for so many years, but then she comes back in it. So he's just like trying to rekindle this, and like they're staying at these hotels, and she's like, "Oh, my card's not working. Can you just pay for it this time?" And it's like 30 grand.
I gave you a documentary recommendation to watch, and you never watched it.
What?
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember. What was it?
Shiny Happy People.
I don't remember that.
The Duggars.
Oh yeah. Oh my gosh. What was that on?
Amazon Prime. But you live your life on Netflix, so you would have never seen it or thought about it again.
You need to text me these things, because after like this huge list of stuff, like it just, I need like a note.
How many pages are we on for the show notes, by the way? I wonder.
We're on a lot, actually. If you look at the side, the little thingy, 30.
30. Oh my gosh. Does this go back to our first episode, or when did we start this?
I think so. Or at least
Christmas special episode 9 is when we started this.
Seth's fake girlfriend story.
Oh my
Dak's
gosh.
hospital story. Oh yeah, I went to the hospital because of this beer right here. How ironic.
Because you're on that medicine.
I was on that medicine, and it was like, if you drink one beer, you will die. Nobody told me. Oh, this is so fun. Okay, I don't want to read through it all right now. Maybe we'll do like a recap one day where we like read through
all of it and be like, oh my gosh, I remember that.
like a season finale, like ender.
And then we have our season 3 beginning prepared too.
What were we talking about? Oh, that documentary. You gotta remind me, because like I think it was even today. I'm sitting there like, what should I watch?
Okay, I'm going to
And I was
text it
like-
to you
I was
right now
looking
so
for
you can
stuff-
watch it tonight and text me about it.
Yes, because
Because
I'm
you're going to be like,
I will definitely watch that, because that's the kind of stuff I watch, and it's just my brain cannot remember these things. Can you hear my dog?
no.
He's like digging around. But had I remembered that, I would have watched that like this morning, like while waiting to.
While I
Wait,
was
listen.
sleeping. I don't hear anything.
Turn and look.
You know what I did hear though?
Ooh, what
A
did
couple
you
of
hear?
days ago?
Please tell us in detail.
Oh my god.
Seth is scarred.
I'm kind of traumatized. So I come home, right? I come home from work and I'm like playing my music, just kind of listening to it. And then all of a sudden, this has never happened before. I hear my upstairs neighbors playing music super, super loud. And I was like, huh, that's weird that they're playing loud music. Maybe they're just trying to compete with mine because they got sick of me playing music really loud. And I was like, touche, that's fair. I'm not going to get upset about that. And then, so this music's been going on for a while, and like throughout the songs, I'll pause mine and just like listen to try to figure out and see if I can tell what song it is. And so at one point I was like, I think I know this song. So I go and open up my sliding glass window and listen. And then right then was when that song stopped. And the next song had a very, very like quiet intro. And all I can hear coming from upstairs is moaning and grunting. And the sounds of, I don't know what to say. It's just
Sexual intercourse.
when a man and a woman love each other very much, they do what was being done above me.
I can't believe you could hear that in your apartment.
And I was like, I cannot be the only one to know about this. And so I just started texting like all my close friends. I'm like, I'm scared.
Yeah.
And then
You
I got
sent
a
it to us, sent a
Snapchat
video.
and took a video because it was so loud you could hear it like in the video.
Play it
And
on here.
do I really want to?
Do it.
Let's expose my neighbors.
It could be anything. We don't know who they are. We don't know where you live.
I wanted
I
to
do.
leave a note because the man was the one that was moaning the most. And that, you know, I have my theories as to what was going on up there. And it starts with a P
Ends with
and
Innis.
rhymes with leg.
Oh, Peg. I said Innis. Penis. That's loud.
My favorite part of that is when the dog barks at them because I know that dog was thinking, one of them's getting attacked.
I know the title for this episode.
What's that?
Just like, I heard them fucking. Or like something. Oh, you can't say fucking, can you?
They can't say it in the title, no.
Something like that. Something about this.
Their dog was scared.
They were either really loud or your apartment's not like insulated very well.
Well, no, because like I've never heard them like be loud before. Like I would hear them walk around like you do when there's someone above you.
I mean, maybe they only have sex like once every 6 months, like a married couple.
I don't know. I know they moved in after me. And I always love it when they're not home because their car's not parked in their parking spot and it makes it super easy for me to pull into mine. But when their
Yeah.
car's there, it's like, am I going to hit their car? Or am I going to hit this pole? Speaking of, they just opened their sliding glass door.
I heard that.
And closed it.
How can you hear them like that? What the hell? That's so weird. They know that you're talking about them. They can hear you.
Next time you decide to peg your husband, be quieter. I hope they heard that.
You're like, or way louder for my Snapchat.
My TikTok followers are going to love this.
My dog is just staring at me in my closet, just going, what? Come here.
He's sad because he doesn't get to watch a show like the other dog did.
You can watch me in pain over my neck. Ugh.
So I've been thinking about it too.
That's
Like
the moaning people are hearing. It's me going, oh. Ow.
since that happened, I've been thinking about it, and I was like, well, if they ever try to come down, knock on my door, and be like, "Your music's too loud," I'd be like, "Oh yeah, well you two were fucking too loud.
Your
so how
fucking's
about
too
you
loud."
walk away, so I can play my music and not have to hear you guys moan."
Yeah. Is that them walking?
Yeah, you can hear the creaking of the ceiling.
Yeah.
I wonder if he's fat.
Editor got that.
But yeah, so that happened this week, and that was
Scarring.
it's very scarring.
Well, hopefully you don't hear it again. I mean, if they're married, they probably won't do it again for another 6 months.
I should be moved out by then. Speaking of, the light at the end of the tunnel being the end of my contract is what I'm talking about here. Mm-hmm. It's been shining so much brighter.
Has it?
It has.
Why?
What do you think?
Wait. Well, I don't know.
It's in the show notes.
Smells?
In fact, life itself has been shining a lot brighter.
Sunny day.
No. Oh my God. Close.
You said life is shining. My neighbor's fucky.
You're reading too far down.
Waiting for doctor. Meds update.
Ah.
Fucky. Sunny day. You said things are shining bright. I'm like, oh, a sunny day. You're like, no. I'm like,
No. I mean,
Excuse
sure,
me?
that's part of it, but
I'm like, excuse me for thinking a sunny day, shining bright.
life has been fantastic recently. And I think that means that the meds are working.
How long have you been on them now?
3-ish weeks.
Okay. That's
So-
good. I'm glad. So
And I
you,
didn't have any side effects that it says. There was no diarrhea, which was the one I was scared about.
lucky you. Can't have diarrhea when you already have it. Just kidding. I had the only side effect for mine is like the first week when I started it, I just had like stomach pain, like just like kind of like cramping, like
Yeah.
But then
was
it
like
goes away.
Apparently the most common like side effect with what I'm on was like nausea. And I was like, I didn't even feel that. Like been fine.
Can't have nausea when you're always nauseous.
That's just facts though.
Well, that's good. I'm glad it's working, and I think it'll only continue to like get better.
And then there were some certain voices in my life. I have to be very vague about that. Certain voices in my life that made me super anxious when I heard them. And now they don't make me anxious. The voices don't.
That's
They just
good.
make me annoyed. Which I feel like is more
Which
normal.
is normal, yeah. I was just thinking about that the other day, like, something that would normally like make me anxious or something. I was kind of just like,
Yeah, it
I
is
was
what
like-
it is.
that's the meds. I mean, it's been like 2 or 3 years now, but like I still try to remember to like how I was. Because I said something like, oh, I was telling Justin, I was like, my physical therapist is gonna hate me or be mad at me because of my neck, and he was like, don't think for the doctor or the physical therapist, whatever.
I love thinking for people.
And I was like, okay, first of all, rude. Second of all, don't think for anybody, which is all I do. Like, I'll have a whole scenario and think through everyone's thoughts in their whole process before even like having a conversation. But I don't do that as much. But like that was like this morning. I was like, oh, I don't really think for people, or I do, but it's less like invasive and like. But yeah, I used to like think for people like so bad that I'd be like, well, why do I even talk to them? I already know what they're gonna say.
Yeah.
Like so bad. Like, so that was just funny because I'm like, oh, I realized it's gotten a lot better. So
And I think the biggest thing is like this is what I told Maddie. I was like, I can feel my old self like peeking out.
that's good.
He's like, I'm alive. I'm still here.
Your innie. Have
My
you seen
innie.
that?
What?
Yeah, there's like a thing. It's like innie and outie. It's because it's from a show. My coworkers told me about it. You have like
I
an
have
innie and an outie.
No clue.
I'm gonna watch that show.
Severance?
Yeah, how'd you know that?
Because that show's like super popular right now.
Severance. I'm gonna text.
It's on Apple TV.
I'm texting it to you. This is like the list. I just sent it to you.
Add The Hobbit to that as well.
No.
Wow. But yeah, so and then I had an appointment with the doctor the other day to like check in and see how it was going with the meds.
Oh, I just tried to nod.
And so I log on because it's a virtual appointment. Hang on, my head itches. Give me a second.
Lice. Lice. Can you hear me? Lice, 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 lice.
Okay, so I had a virtual appointment with my doctor. Yes, I heard you.
Oh.
And so I log on like 15 minutes early like I'm supposed to. And I'm like, okay, I'm just going to scroll on my phone and wait. The time comes that the appointment's supposed to start, and he hasn't logged on yet. So I just keep scrolling. And about 10, 15 minutes pass, and I'm scrolling, and he hasn't joined the thing yet.
Yeah.
And I like kind of doze off a little bit. And then I wake up, look up, and he's on the screen. and trying to
How
talk.
awkward.
And my computer was muted, so I couldn't hear him like trying to get my attention.
Oh my God. That's so embarrassing.
So I like saw him and I was like, I can't hear him. I can't hear him. Click, 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 click.
That'll show him to be late. Like you're just like, oh my God, you're so late. He probably won't forget that. That's funny.
Yeah. So that's the waiting for doctor thing.
They take forever on those calls. They either call like 30 minutes early and I'm like, I'm not ready. Or it's like 40 minutes late. I'm like, hello. Like they never call at the time. Mm-hmm. Stupid. If you're listening, it's stupid.
Fix yourselves.
If you're also listening, tell me what to do about my neck while you're at it.
Okay. Do you want to tell a story?
I have so many things in here. Are we doing the part 1, part 2?
Yeah.
Okay. This is like a lot.
Do we want to save that for like the second half?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
so let me talk about something then.
Can we go here?
Oh, that was just because I said my feet to talk about my feet, and I was like, selling feet pictures.
I saw that. I was like, you know what? If I like knew how to do that,
I'm sure it's not hard. You just find a website.
Niche, like a niche thing.
I don't know. I'm pretty sure there's websites for that.
You gotta like stomp and like wax and stuff.
It depends. Some people are just plain and they just want to see your toes.
And I gotta get like a toe ring.
I don't know. I feel like there's easy ways to do it.
I don't know. I don't think it's that easy. I've looked into it. Just kidding.
Let's talk about smells. You want to talk about smells?
Yes, please.
And it ties into Sunny Day, actually.
Okay.
So, and it also ties into the new Hunger Games book.
Okay.
It ties into a lot. Smells.
I mean,
Smells.
That smelly smell.
Welcome to the Smellathon. So, there was one day in this past week where the sun was shining, which is rare for Seattle. The sun was shining bright. The weather was a quite perfect 72 degrees outside.
Ooh.
So I come home from work and I'm feeling happy.
Okay. Cringe.
So I come home and I'm like, I'm opening up the windows. And so I open up the sliding glass door and the window in my bedroom.
What smells?
We're getting there. It all comes full circle. You'll see. You'll see. And so I have the window open and I'm cooking up some brats for dinner. This was Tuesday, actually. Because I was cooking up brats and I ate the brats while I was watching Daredevil Born Again. See, things come to circle.
Okay.
And I'm just like sitting there with the windows open. And all of a sudden, what do I smell? Other than my childhood springtime as a tiny child. As a little like elementary school kid.
Yeah.
And like coming home from school, mom's got the windows open, she's cooking something up, and then I'm inside or outside, and like just the smell of spring, something I haven't smelled in for a long time. Like,
yeah.
Like the fact that I haven't had a spring since like for 40 something years because I was in the desert for so long, where it's just like it's either winter or it's summer. There's no in betweens really. The fall kind of. But I was like, I smell grass and spring and the spring air, and it smells fantastic. It smells so good. And I was just thinking about it all day. I was like,
were you doing that? Like,
I was like,
you just in your house, like,
I was like, I remember being so happy as a kid in this smell. And I was just like having a good day. And I was like, this is great. Why can't every day be like this? And like, that was one of my most productive days. Like I was like cleaning and cooking and folding clothes. I slept with my window open in my bedroom. And then I listened to, so I'm like doing really well mentally when I'm listening to stuff that I used to listen to like in middle school and high school.
yeah.
So like Hamilton was one, which I've been listening to a lot. And then I listened to the album Blurry Face by 21 Pilots, where they have that song Stressed Out, right?
I don't know any of this, but yeah.
There's a line in that song. Let me pull it up. Let me pull it up.
Because I'm like, I might know it. I don't know like names of songs.
You definitely know the song "Stressed Out." That's
okay.
There's no doubt about it. And like as a kid, like that was such a popular song, and I did like it, but it just hits different when you're older, and you know what the song's actually about. You know, being a kid again, like wish I could go back to the good old days. Where we weren't so stressed out. Whatever. And then let me find the lyrics here. Wish we could turn back time to the good old days when our mom would sing us to sleep, but now we're stressed out. And
I know this song.
There's the second verse, which is...
Sometimes a certain smell will take me back to when I was young. How come I'm never able to identify where it's coming from? I'd make a candle out of it if I ever found it. Try to sell it, never sell out of it. I probably only sell one. Maybe to my brother, because we have the same nose, same clothes, home.
But I was like,
okay, yeah.
This is that smell. This is that smell in that song that it's talking about.
And if you could make a candle.
If I could make a candle out of it, I would probably never sell out. I'd probably only sell one. It'd be to my brother because we have the same nose, same clothes, homegrown, a stone's throw from the creek we used to roam. And it would remind us of when nothing really mattered. Out of student loans and treehouse homes, we all would take the ladder.
Wow, I should listen to lyrics. How did you
really
remember that?
Huh?
How did you remember that? Me saying, would you make a candle? That's all I remembered. I was like, a candle out of smells that you like.
Well, that whole album, like I remember the first time I listened to that album very, very vividly. I was at my grandmother's house. Rest in peace. I was at my grandmother's house on her computer in her office. And because like whenever we went to her house, it was like the one time we could ever touch a computer because we didn't really have a computer at that time. Mm-hmm. And so I was like, I created a Spotify account and was like, I'd listen because I really like Stressed Out and I would listen to that a lot. And I was like, well, let me give the whole album a listen to. And so I listened to the whole album from top to bottom. And that's when I like fell in love with 21 Pilots.
Yeah, I like them.
And so, yeah. And so like I listened to it a lot. I bought the CD. I had a CD player in my room and I would just listen to the album on repeat.
Well,
so there's that. But we haven't finished the smells yet. We're not done because I was thinking about that smell all week.
You made a candle.
No. I was thinking about it all week, like just thinking about like, oh, I want to talk about this on the pod. These are the things I want to say and the things I want to bring up.
Yeah.
Because like the smell and like how smell is attached to memory. Mm-hmm. I'm listening to the Hunger Games book, right?
Okay.
And he starts talking about smells. And he starts talking about how smells are more connected to like memories than any other sense, any of your five senses. So like a smell, think about it because it is kind of true. Like
yeah, it is.
Whenever you smell something that like reminds you of the past, like you remember that memory a little bit more vividly than like, oh, I see a lamp that looks similar to one I had as a kid. But if I was like
something about smell like goes into your head and you're like, oh, I can see it all. Like I remember.
And then I was like, this is just more reason to talk about smells on the podcast because like it's in this book that I'm also listening to and it's just popping up everywhere in this past week. And so I was like, smells. Must talk about smells.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, when I saw smells on there, I was like, yes, because I'm very sensitive to smell. So, like, if I go through, like, a perfume section of a store, I'm like, oh, it's, like, so strong.
It's sunny outside, so I'm going to open up my door so I can smell it.
Ooh. Not the pajama pants.
Oh, you can see that?
Yeah.
Oh, no. It's unlocked.
I just heard you go. Are those going to clack?
It doesn't smell as good as the other day, but it's sunny, so.
Yeah. I went
crazy
outside
today.
Yesterday or like last night and it had just rained. And the smell of like the rain on the dirt reminds me of kind of like childhood.
Like the desert?
Yeah, because I grew up in Arizona.
I hate that smell.
So it's nostalgic for me because like I just smelled it so much, just like that wet dirt like smell. So I went outside last night and like I didn't really think about it until you brought up smells, but I was just like, oh, this like smells like home, or like it smells like childhood. So it really does like tie you to the memory.
You.
Like if I saw something, I wouldn't really like think about it that much, but like that smell just took me to that time.
I'm telling you, how cool are our nostrils, right?
You smell a fart, you're like, I remember what.
Oh my gosh. Actually, I have been farting a lot and smelling them. And I was like, that smells like what my trash smelled like 2 days ago.
Memories. You're like, it smells like old rotting chicken that I had 2 nights ago.
I'm like, that's really weird though. Why does it smell like my trash? Like rotting food.
Ew. Oh my God. Gross.
And sometimes I'd be like, am I smelling my trash? And I remember, wait, I just farted like 2 seconds ago. That's got to be what it is.
You're like, is something rotting or is it my insides?
Both.
Yeah. My brain.
Also, just to like fill up this 5-minute little gap before we part to it. Part 2.
Part 2. Got a part 2.
On Tuesday.
Tuesday.
I found it. Well, I didn't find it, but I got it. I bought it.
Oh.
I spent quite a bit of money on it, but I got it.
I know what you're talking about.
It took me so long. I've been looking. I've been on the hunt. Every time I go anywhere with a record like section, I'll be like, do they got it? Do they got it? Do they got it?
You found Bigfoot. Sorry. You're like, I've been on the hunt.
Right here.
Oh my God, not the like, right here.
Anyway, Noah Khan Stick Season, the deluxe version. And I'm so mad at myself that I didn't buy it the first time I found it in like a store. Mm-hmm. I mean, it was really expensive then, but I paid more for it now because it doesn't like it. It's not in circulation anymore. Like all the copies got sold and they're not pressing anymore. And so like all you can find is like eBay or Discogs is the only place you can find them. And so I found one on eBay and I was in a bidding war for it. Remember we talked about it.
Yeah.
I was in that bidding war. I lost that bid war. And so there's one more copy left and it was a lot of money. And I was like, I don't want to spend that much on it, but it's the last one on eBay. And so I think about it for a while. And I'm like, I know, I was like, so I think about it for a little bit. And I was like, okay, well, it's the last one on eBay. I really, really, really want this album. I've been looking for it for over a year now, trying to find it and get it. And so I bought it. It took a week to come in, and that was like the longest week of my life. And so like every day I was like checking the tracking status, like is it here yet? Is it here yet? Is it going to be here tomorrow, today? And then it came in, and it is just as good as I wanted it to be. And it's the only record I'm going to play for the next like 3 months.
So it was a good purchase.
Great purchase.
It was worth it.
Very much worth it. I never thought that I would pay triple digits for a record.
Triple digits. That's crazy.
But I did. It is the most expensive record that I've paid for.
Wow. But I mean, you're getting your money's worth, and it's something that brings you joy and stuff. So
yeah, and like, there's not many. Like, if you have one, you have one, and if you don't, you're not getting one.
Yeah.
Type thing. So.
It's pretty good. It's pretty cool.
It's sitting up there right now. I'm looking at it. It's so beautiful. I love it. Anyway, I just had to bring that up. How much longer? Okay. So real quick. Unless you have something really short to talk about.
No, go ahead.
Okay. I don't know if you were in the episode where I said that I finally bought something off the TikTok shop, or if that was one with Lucy. I think it was with Lucy.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't remember.
Anyway, I finally bought something off the TikTok shop. And it came in, and I loved it. Like, it's great. And I'll tell you what it is, and I'll show you what it is here in just a second, because you've been looking at it all day. I mean, not all day, but all throughout this recording, and you didn't know it.
Okay.
Anyway, and then yesterday, no, Thursday. No, yes, Thursday. I had to go drive to pick someone up for work. So me and one of my coworkers that I'm friends with, we went and drove. And I bought a Starbucks, like, little glass coffee, right, to drink.
Yeah.
And I, on the way back, I'm just, like, sipping on it. And I, like, let off the brake as I'm, like, sipping on it and press the gas pedal and spill coffee all over it.
Oh.
And I was so upset. I was like, it's going to stain. It's going to stain. And so immediately after work, I come home, I lay it out, and I do a trick my mom taught me, which is where you take, like, a cap of your laundry detergent.
Okay.
And you pour it on the stained spots and, like, put detergent on it before you wash it. Let the detergent sit there and soak for a few hours, and then wash it.
Oh, okay.
And so I did that, and I was like, please let it come out of the sweatshirt.
Yeah.
And I put it into the dryer because I started washing it Thursday night. I went to work on Friday, came back from work on Friday, threw it into the dryer overnight. And this morning I was like, let's see if the stain is still there. And I pulled it out. The stain was gone.
So it's your hoodie. Let me see.
It's the hoodie I'm wearing, which I got a compliment on Thursday too. Oh my gosh, was it Wednesday that I got the stain? No. Was it? No, it was Thursday. Yeah. Because there's another story on Thursday too. Anyway, there's a lot. I love talking. I love it. It's the best. Anyway, so this is my shirt, my sweatshirt.
Oh, that's cute.
That's
I like
the front. Let me back up enough so I can turn around. And then this is the back. It says the same thing tomorrow.
Oh, that's cool. I like it.
And it says, like, if you need to talk, call 988 or something like that.
Aw, that's cool. I really like that.
So, this is my TikTok shop purchase.
I think I've only bought one thing
it.
from there, too. I like it.
All right. So, thank you for listening to part 1.
We've got way more to, like, catch up on. I want to talk about my trip to, like, Baltimore, New York City, New Jersey. Like, there's still more, but we're already an hour in. So we're going to do a part 2.
Part 2 coming next week.
They got to wait a week.
Enjoy the week-long intermission. And until then, yap on.
Yeah.
Is that it?
I don't remember. Yap on. I don't like it.
Anyway.